Anyways, hello. Welcome back to another episode of GTNH. How's everybody doing? Pretty peaceful day today and yesterday as well. So I think I mentioned last episode that I finally finished the Purgatory Trail, right? I'm very proud to be able to say that because it was a lot of walking, at least 30 to 40 miles in total. A pretty fun adventure. And I liked it so much that I've started getting into the habit, or I'm trying to pick up the habit of visiting other parks. Just yesterday, I visited a state park nearby. It's called Palmetto, and I'm exploring that one too. And I guess you can say as we go, or as I continue to visit more parks, I'm gonna be conquering them more, and I guess sharing a little bit about it. This one is pretty small compared to the other one, so maybe not as many stories, but I just thought I'd bring it up. It's also a little toasty, so I'm gonna turn on my fan. You might hear it in the background. Haven. So, it's been a couple episodes or a couple days, almost a week since the last episode. Most of it has been me waiting for the Eternal Coils, which I am proud to say. Yeah, they did finish. It was honestly like 5 days? When was the last stream? I have to check. Today's the 27th, and the last GTNA stream was the 23rd, so 4 days. 4 days of nonstop crafting to get 8,400 of these. It took absolutely forever. And the funny thing also is I don't need this many because it's wall shared, but I just didn't want to do the math, so I just ended up crafting enough for 4 of them. So they're ready to go. And then it took so long. But getting this is going to unlock basically every recipe in the DTPF, right? You check the DTPF over here. Hello to everybody, by the way. Just sharing my thoughts right now. I'm pretty sure every recipe in the DTPF is technically unlocked because this is the max coil tier. Except Stellar Catalyst, yes. But I'm only like being smart about it and saying we can technically do everything. Yeah. Well, we all know what I mean. There's still more stuff that we have to do. And not only that, let me get a couple of this. But not only that, we have tier 3 QFT. I don't know why I have 256. I did not need that many, but won't complain. We have that much now. So QFT tier 3 is ready as well. I was able to get the other blocks, these manipulator stuff. Oh, that's why. I was like, oh, I need 236 of this one, so I'll go ahead and make 236 of the other one. I did not need that many. But that is especially good because that's growth catalyst. That's the main reason why I got into the QFT in the first place. I mean, we have almost 1 billion, but still, this recipe means we don't have to worry about mutagen. We have a lot, but still. Plus a bunch of other stuff, so progress is made. So the goal for today, it's just upgrading things and seeing what Shirobon or the Eternal Coils unlocks us. That's pretty much it. I don't know exactly what I get right now, but I know it's going to be a good amount of things. The things I'm especially excited for are the wireless UIV energy hatches. Yeah, because this needs Shirobon because of these circuits. Somewhere down the road of this recipe needs Shirobon. I think it's these quantum circuits, right? Yeah. That's 1,000 seconds. Oh, we're going to have to upgrade everything at some point. Did you return the suit? I have no idea. Yes, you did. Which I honestly might use it today to fight the Chaos Guardian, because one of the things I'm also would love to have is a bunch of these crafting storages, and we need Chaos fragments. We already have 5 of these, but I may want more. Anyways, first step, let's go ahead and see what kind of goodies Eternal Coils unlocks us. It'll be so funny if I miscounted. I mean, I hope I didn't, because I did, so a single DTPF needs 2112. So I just multiplied this number by 8 and it gave me that number. So I totally overestimated. 7388. Okay. Yeah, I didn't do the math. I was not about to count. I didn't want to. But hang on. Here's the final count. So remember this number, right? 8448. That's how much I have. And if I set like everything, why is it saying like 7200 remaining? Did I miscount? Or am I also picking up some of the other stuff? Hang on. It shouldn't say that many. There is 8 DTPFs, right? I don't think I miscounted. No, this is octuple. Did I not do the math correctly? Hang on. I mean, we have enough for a quad at least, but did I not do the math correctly then? Yeah, 2112 for 1 times 8. I did times 4. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to fix this thing. hang on. We have enough for 4 at least. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare trying to fix this. I could have sworn I multiplied by 8. I guess I should have checked the math. Either way, we have enough for 4 quad. How am I going to fix this? I mean, in my defense, I just haven't really been... It's Mugenics. Mugenics is messing with me. We still have the Eternal Coil, so it's totally fine. As soon as I saw that number in the matter manipulator, I saw like, oh yeah, 13,000 remaining. Like, something's wrong. Okay. So what's the right approach to this? Should I just decommission 4 of them? Or wait another couple of days? No, I think we should decommission 4 of them. Like these guys. I mean, we have 8. It's a matter of time, like really. If I want just these 4 down here to be functioning, I just have to replace them at a certain distance. Let me check here. So I'm gonna turn off the 4 of them for now, and then we can always just make more later. And we know it can be done, and it's going to be faster now that we have this. I'm pretty sure the major bottleneck here, math skill issue, totally deserved it. But the main issue was space-time, and it's like twice as fast now. Actually, it's like way more, twice as fast, so we should be fine. But where am I going to build it? Or where does it stop being a DTPF? Let me check here. I miscounted, that's my bad. It's where it curves, so right here in this corner, and then like 2 blocks. So it's basically... Hang on. It's like right here, right? No, it's too much. I don't like the copy paste because it doesn't let you move. Oh, I can move the coordinates. Never mind. Move coordinate B. Yeah. Never mind. Forget it's anything. Where am I going? Where am I supposed to build this? Okay, it's like right here. Actually, I was way off. We can figure this out. Don't worry. You know what? It's supposed to be right here on this block. Hey, but I know it's so funny to think about. I didn't do the math correctly for DTPF octuple, and I also didn't do the math correctly for the QFT things. But that's okay. It's okay. Right there, right? Double check. It'd be funny if it didn't build anymore, but Vin did confirm 77388. I guess that number's hard for me to say because in my head I'm like thinking 1738. That's the only word I know of that song, but that's what I think whenever you say that. 90% sure I'm not making up that number. I'll believe you. I mean, I was 100% sure I did this correctly and that didn't work out, so I'll take your word for anything else. Is this even the right? This I can go one down. I think we'll go one down. I think like that. 7376, but keep in mind that some of the stuff is also like wall shared from this stuff on top. I'm only concerned with having it built, getting just 4 of them running for now. Okay, yeah, we have 4 at least. 4 is a good. It's good. It's not 8, but it's a good start. It would be so funny if these were still built, but I highly doubt it. Yeah, these are not. These are going to be decommissioned for a little bit until I get the other Eternal Clothes. That looks cool, actually. Yeah, okay. Don't miss your math because stuff like this happens. Anyways, couple of recipes I want to change. Do I want to bother changing recipes? I think for space-time, yes. So I'll do that. And technically I can just replace it, right? Now I do need to make sure that it has the... I need a terminal first. And one of those hypervisor matrix things. I actually said the name correctly. I kind of guessed in my head what it's going to be called. But you gotta admit it does look pretty cool, right? It would look cooler if there was enough for 8 TTPS, but I didn't do the math correctly. I think what happened was when I crafted 8,000, my head just looked at that number 8 and I was like, okay, that's enough. I did not once bother checking if that was the correct number. So I think for space-time, I can probably just replace... This technically can go anywhere. So I have this separated based on what kind of catalyst that it uses. So we have prosaic, we have exotic over there, and then resplendent here. And I think at some point this is going to be for... No, this is the output. I'm going to have to add something for stellar eventually, but that's fine. But if I look at the space-time recipe, this one doesn't use any catalyst. It's just the residue. So I can technically put this anywhere. But because I feel like it's gonna conflict. Actually, no, because it doesn't have any hypogen here. Does this have blocking mode? I don't remember. No, it does not have blocking mode. So I'm gonna put it over in the exotic portion, maybe. Over here, just so that it stays away from it. We'll put it over here, prosaic. So it stays from over here, because sometimes hypogen might go in there and it'll cause funny problems. Let's just take that out for now. And I will need a terminal here. I'm going to have to put the hypervisor matrix in there. What the heck happened here? This thing has been working for so long, and then I walk away and it stopped working. So there's a chance. Actually, I don't know what happened here. I did say that this was going to break at some point. That's weird. You have a collapse, or what's going on there? Why don't you accept the collapser? I'm so confused. You have a collapser. Does it not work, or do you have to like actively put it in there, or what? Is there something you're trying to run? There's nothing there. I'm so confused. I even checked on it throughout the days and it was working fine, except I checked it now and it's not working. I don't know what happened. How many, no, I really don't know what happened. We have enough black hole seeds and collapsers, and this for some reason just isn't collapsing correctly. I have no idea. Reset it. That's why the reset button exists. And it says here it requires an active black hole, but that's only because you have a couple of things in here. That's it. So this doesn't actually control the black hole. It's just taking advantage of anything that's actively running. It can also be with server resets or restarts. No, this recipe is like a cheap recipe, so I don't think it'll take forever. Oh, okay. But I wasn't watching it for 6,600 seconds either. It's not there. It's not very expensive. It's just a couple of Mark III Fusion controllers. So I guess we'll watch it for a little bit. Yeah, that might be the case too. I may have to start using space time. I'm so confused. Where's the recipe actually? It might be in the wrong place. It's right here. What? It says there's nothing in there though. The recipe finish? Crafting 1. It says it crafting, but I don't know where it went. Do you think it's stuck in the output bus? Bus contains 1 cached stack. No. I'm confused what's going on. Do you think I'm out of storage? Where are my items? Items are over here. And we have item space. I don't know what's going on. This is a compressor, yes. It should work with the unstable thing. What's going on? So that is what's happening. It's did the black hole thing, the automation break? It's trying to go into here, right? Also, why are you trying to make two? I didn't ask for two. Oh, it's because cancel the recipe. Mark 3. Mark 3. I'm so confused. And why is this unstable now? It might be because it does take too long, but where's my scanners in my hand? It doesn't really tell me what it's crafting, right? Okay, yeah, that I think that's what's going on. The recipe's taking too long. And this doesn't know how to respond because okay. I think that's what's happening. The recipe takes too long. And if it's working on a recipe, it doesn't know how to accept collapsers. I guess it'll only accept collapsers if including black hole seeds if there's no recipe running. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to fix this. Which shouldn't be too difficult. I think all I have to do is have a space time. How much space time do I have right now? We're gonna have to do some planning here. So I think all I have to do is add a stocking input hatch here. You know what? For the sake of time, I'm gonna just set up one of those hot isostatic ones to the side of this just to be able to craft that one thing. That's it. Just for the sake of time, and then I'm gonna have to figure out automation because I did not plan for this. I'm not mentally prepared for an automation challenge. I have to mentally prepare myself before I do something like this. Yeah, okay. We're gonna have to need you to restart here. Add one of you. And then just restart it here. And there we go. And then push the reset button. Right there. So what's also confusing me, it says that it has something in there, but like what do you have in there? What are you trying to craft? Not sure. Okay. Temporarily I'm gonna have to set up one of those compressor things, like an actual one. The hot isostatic pressurization units in your area just to be able to craft this one thing. And I'll put it like literally wherever. It doesn't matter where. I'm gonna put it like right here. It's not gonna look very pretty, but that's fine. Temporary thing, I'm gonna have to research it otherwise. And you know what? Build it with eternal coils because I can. Does it care what kind of glass it uses? Any tiered glass. It doesn't seem like it cares what kind of glass it uses, so 16? Yeah, sure. And you're going to be looking for a certain kind of glass. Is it the 23? Okay. So just need a crafting bus. I guess buffer would work. An output bus. Double check if this is okay also. Yeah, okay. Recipe's taking too long. Confirmed. Actually, can I put them on either side? Is that how it works? I can also put it next to it. Okay. And then energy hatches and maintenance hatches anywhere else. We're giving it 8 because I can. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. Excuse me. What do you mean? Unless it's glass, like the tiered glass is the thing? I don't remember. I think I tore down the one I had here a long time ago, so I can't really. Oh, there might be another one actually. Could have sworn I had another one somewhere. No, okay. It says any tiered glass. What else do you need? Wood bus, heat sensor. I don't think you need a heat sensor hatch unless you do. So I'm just gonna put it like anywhere. Oh, okay, I got you. Nothing is allowed here. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. Yeah, sure. There we go. Okay. So I'm trying to take out the hypervisor matrix because it breaks everything. And I did say this was going to be a problem at some point, and I will address it when I notice it. I'm going to hit you with a next episode. I'm not prepared for this. I just want to get Shirobon. Queuing mode, yeah, sure. It's just a small boo-boo. It's okay. I actually have you. There we go. So it's just going to be a quick and dirty setup. Just to get it to run that one recipe that's annoying. And there we go. So if I want to make one of you, I just need one. Tungsten carbide being a funny thing, a funny guy again. And I take a drink. I don't know if I mentioned it, but today's drink of choice is have water in the side as well, but it's the main drink is off-brand Sprite Zero. Some pretty good stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna have to also fix adjust the time because I think some recipes are taking a little bit too long. And also, now that I think about it, so the black hole cycling thing, it the timing continues independent of if there's any other items in here. So if for some reason an item shows up and it's like, you know, there's a chance for mistimings is what I'm saying, because I didn't realize that the collapser is not going to work if there's a recipe actively running. I didn't account for that. So the next upgrade to this is going to have to account for that somehow. I don't even know where I'm making all that stuff. Yeah, it's even with that many energy hatches, 8 of them, it's taking longer than 100 seconds. So yeah, that's part of the problem. Do I have enough HIP heat for it? I don't know. I might not. Well, it doesn't void the recipe at least. It just slows down. So, yo, what's up, side? You say my name like I made a mistake, which is very much happening right now. But what's up?
Not done yet.
Okay. Anyways, before all this fun shenanigans with the black hole compressors going on, let's see here. No, I made multiple mistakes today. It's just what happens when I don't have the mojo because I took a small break, like a couple of days, just waiting for things. The biggest mistake was I crafted coils, the eternal coil blocks. Yes, we have them crafted, but I only made enough for 4 DTPFs because I didn't think to do the math correctly. So, and that's a big problem because they're all wall shared. Meaning, if you don't commit to the full upgrade, you're gonna have to shut some of them off. So I lost half my DTPFs. Not lost, right? But I just didn't have enough coils because I didn't do the math correctly. But that's fine though, because Eternal Coils is already a big improvement. And then the other mistake, I'm trying to craft these hypervisor whatever fusion matrices, which takes longer than 100 seconds, which causes the black hole to go unstable with the automation I have. So I have to put this guy here temporarily. So this is only here temporarily until I have fixed the automation. And I'm not mentally prepared to deal with automation right now because I'm focused on getting Shirobon going, just easy stuff. So we're going to have to hold off on this until another episode. DTPF is like this big multi-block thing that uses coils. And I have 8 of them. There's 8 of them. It's not, this isn't as big as the multi-block is. It's just, I just have them wall shared. But I didn't do the math correctly. So I had to shut off the upper 4. It's the same coils as the ones you use for the blast furnace. Oh, okay. I see what you're doing now. Okay, double check first. So I added something to the magenta side. Sai is joking. He's just, it's a new run, so it's like, oh, I don't know what anything is, and I totally get it. Okay, so magenta has the coils now. Okay, I totally get it. So you don't even have the first LV circuit, right? Jeez. Man, it's been so far since I've done that. Also, it looks pretty cool and it actually lights up, so I can't be too sad about it. At the least, does it work if I try to craft space-time? That's really the only concern I have right now. There's a couple of other recipes that got updated too, right? Like transcendent metal crafting, I think got improved. Tesseract crafting got improved too, but that's kind of a loop and I don't know how to deal with that, so I won't. I just want to see how fast it takes to craft space-time using the new method. You got your first sulfur from XP buckets, but I'm out of XP buckets. I don't know how you're going to continue. No, that's right. You mentioned music a while back. I just want to see how fast the space-time crafting is now. I don't even know how I got my first enchantment table. Someone else did it. Oh, how fast is this? It's so much faster. It is so much faster. I can't even tell you how slow it was. It was probably doing like the same amount of it was like 6 seconds actually, but to make 144 liters. This is like so much faster. That's my main concern. Is it reasonable? No glass. Okay, sounds good. There's a couple of other recipes I can upgrade. I think transcendent metal is one of them actually. Because I know there's a recipe to turn it into a block. This one. But it's kind of weird though because it looks like it's a recursive craft because the only way to get to, oh no, actually no, it's not. Tesseracts. So is there a way to make transcendent metal without tesseracts? Is that more reasonable to do? To get transcendent metal this way? 22.5 seconds and it makes like 40 blocks. It seems pretty good actually. I can't do it yet. I need stellar. That's not happening until I have harmony. Never mind. Don't even look at it. Don't worry about it. Okay, anyways, Shirobon is the main thing that I want to get. Now that I have DTPF. I'm gonna need a computation matrix. This also needs this one. So I'll go ahead and put that. I don't know if I should be making this much because it's very slow. It's extremely slow. But I'll go ahead and put it because I think we have one of those circuits. If I can get a terminal actually. Need a break from my GTNH and start FTB interactions. I have played that pack like an entire 30 minutes or so. I'll be honest with you. I think it's so I've always had trouble playing any pack solo. And that pack I kind of played solo. So I didn't really play too much of that one. And then you might be asking, okay, then why the heck are you playing GTNH? Quote unquote solo, even though I'm part of a team. It's still mostly just me in here, so I consider it solo sometimes. But you may be asking, like, how the heck are you able to deal with it? It's the community. I wouldn't say left me. It's just I'm the only crazy guy here that's patient enough to deal with it. Hey, Entropod. We're going to get our first Shirobon. I just got the Eternal Coils upgraded. But we only have half of them ready because I didn't do the math correctly. I only made enough for 4 D2PF, so I have to make enough for the others. Because everything's wall shared, these guys up here are not working. So I need to make the other coils as fast as possible, or like pretty soon. That's true. Ali has been making really good progress by joining at least twice a month. That's pretty impressive, actually. But we're getting our first Shirobon. Is there a quest for this? Pretty sure there's a quest for this. Where am I looking? Right here. No. Wait, technically this means I'm in UMV, right? Because everyone told me just get Shirobon and now you're in UMV. I want 1400. It's basically just a cell. It's been a while since I played the pack, I'm going to be honest, because most of the time I was waiting for the Eternal Coils to finish. So I'm a little flooded right now, a little confused. But I do recognize one of the things I need to upgrade is the black hole compressor because it's not working correctly. Because we're getting to the point where some recipes take very long and they can't be supported with the current setup. It's only one recipe so far. This one over here, the hypervisor matrix, which is used to make sure space-time a little more efficient. It gets voided over there and breaks the system because it takes too long to craft. So I had to put this over here in the meantime, but I have to upgrade this with space-time at some point. I know that. Oh. You know how annoying this is gonna be? 1,000 seconds. I mean, the good thing is that I did have a bases that I can just spam. All I need to do is copy paste this, but I didn't want to until I get UAV wireless hatches, which I can replace here, and then it makes it that much easier to copy paste. Excuse me, I'm a little sneezy still. These allergies are just not gonna go away. It's gonna be like that for like 3 months, I think. First 3 months of the year, I'm constantly sneezing. So one of the first things I want to make with Shirobon is the wireless UAV hatches. So I need to research it though. Can't wait to have my base unfold to that mass. Yeah, we've kind of expanded a good amount. Where are all my data sticks? I did not research that much, did I? And we still have a lot more room to go. So clearly I'm gonna need like 1,000 more, probably so much more ass lines. This is not gonna cut it. But that's okay. I recognize that. So this guy's meant to make the UAV wireless hatches. So I need to do that. And I'll just go ahead and put them in the single one if I don't need too much. Put them over here. Well, technically I have to because I can't This is an up tier recipe, and I can only do those here. Put that there. And this is where the expense is going to be. If I want to replace all of these with wireless ones so that it makes the copy paste that much better, how many am I going to need? I think over here there's 20 ass lines. Each one has 8. So I need 160. Commit to it. Oh, it's going to be so expensive. Well, I have to commit to it anyways.
It is hungry for some bands.
I got you. Let me set this up first. We're going to need to make quantum circuits next. Okay. We'll leave it there. Rubber band. Is it weird for me to say this? I'm just curious what you guys think. So you already know I've been talking about it for a couple episodes now for a while actually, that I've really started to walk a lot more. You know, visiting state parks, just some real pretty places. I've had that itch to explore a lot more lately. But is it weird for me to say that if I walk a lot, my arms get sore? Does that happen to people? Or is that just me and I'm weird? There's 3 of them. These are pretty thick, though. Because I felt that I walk a lot and my arms feel a little sore, which is a little weird. I don't get it. Or maybe it's placebo. For sure, my legs are pretty not tired, but there's a lot of effort going into them for sure. It's good exercise though, and it's also like it's very peaceful, and sometimes you need that to get away from the noise. So ASMR, rubber band ball. Yeah. Speaking of noise, I don't know what it was today, but there was so much traffic on the highway. I was just trying to get some nachos for dinner today before the stream. It's usually like a 3-minute drive. Took me like 30 minutes. I just wanted my nachos, and I couldn't. Aside from that, though, it's been a pretty good day. I'm going to go ahead and increase this by... Do I just commit to a whole 64 at a time? Yes. Don't even question it. Just to throw the entire 64 in there. Yeah, so that... Well... Nah, I'm just going to do this. I don't walk a lot beside work where I do like 8,000 steps. It's that's a good amount though. Typically what I walk whenever I do like my adventures is like between 8 to 12,000. It's very typical though. I base myself off of miles, which I know is not a standard that many people use around the world, but that's just what I'm used to. And I know we've had this discussion before. Just use whatever you're used to. Indium bolt. Am I getting in molten indium somewhere? 4.2 billion. Okay. Just solidify it. Work on a fixed station. What does that mean? As in, like, you don't move too much for work, or I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, so is it like that sounds like an operator sort of thing, like an operator position. Bending machine. Bending 10. Because I know it was like that for the assembly line operators back at the place that I used to work at. they would kind of just walk around in a relatively small area. Storage lifting. Okay, got you. 10,000 kilograms a day there? You must be jacked. Okay, so I have no business complaining about my arms when there's people that are clearly lifting more than I ever will. Nothing here is really being crafted. So what if I just start the recipe, we'll see what happens. I don't know. There's just no way this is gonna finish in time, right? No, this is an off-camera craft. I'm not gonna worry about it. I do want to get a quantum circuit, so maybe I'll just to see it, craft a quantum circuit, see what happens. I look more like a walking stick. Speaking of walking stick, I think I need to get one for my trail hikings. So over in Purgatory, there's at the entrance, there's a bunch of hiking sticks there that anyone can grab, and it's kind of like a trust system that you're gonna bring it back. Not even 65. I'm gonna have to hit you with I'm an American, so I'm not quite sure what those numbers mean. I just need to convert. That's it. To me, that sounds slightly under, but I'm not really sure. I'm not gonna pretend that I know. Okay, clearly things are slow. Yes. And that's okay. That's just it's part of the learning lesson, right? So, what are some things we can improve? Another thing I would love to have actually are the wireless UEV big energy hatches. I would love to have these. It looks like it's about the same thing, except it's Shirobon instead, or UMV circuits. I would love to have this though, because the biggest reason why I would love to have those is this. I can put those here, which pretty much means this is now going to be copy pastable. I would love to have that. So yes, let's go ahead and make the big dudes. You also have a real big capacity as well. I mean, I don't think I even need the big ones, but I'm going to do it anyways. But first, I do need to research this. All right, what's going on here? Why are you slow? Is it the blast furnace being the blast furnace again? .65 and 150. Oh, so you're pretty tall then. And 150 is a conversion for Americans. 150 pounds is okay. I see where you're coming from then. I'm not that tall. I'm like 6 flat, honestly. Kind of tall for my area, but like not globally. Okay. Data sticks. I'm waiting on data sticks. What's taking you so long? Cutting machines. You're giving me a a conniption. Is that the word for it? I just randomly thought about that word. Oh, you're slow. And you're also on the old setup, which is very cringe. Is that because of long hair? Because I can see that. What's that word conniption coming from? I think it's from Dark Souls. One of the Dark Souls games, Dark Souls 3. That's really the only one I played, but I heard someone say the word conniption in that game, which I think means a situation or something like that. Hang on, I have to look it up. Conniption. A fit of rage or hysterics. I forgot which character said it, but he said something like, "Oh, it's giving me quite a conniption." And at the time when I was playing Dark Souls 3, I think I was in my early 20s. It's been a while. I guess it hasn't really been that long ago because I'm still relatively young. But all I'm trying to say is that I remember laughing a whole bunch at that word conniption. It just sounds funny. Okay, but this is clearly an issue. I did say before that what I would like to do is every time I notice a bottleneck, go ahead and add a group of machines to deal with it. And I think it is time we have noticed another bottleneck, and that is the cutting machine. It's time for I'm cutting it, yeah. So let's go ahead and get that going. So I do have, I think this is 32 channels already. So this is maxed. So what I'm doing is I'm building enough machines to account for a full 32 channels. So for example, these washing machines or chemical baths, these are good to go. And if I need more parallels, just build on top of it. That's it. What I'm trying to say is that I have space for another group of machines over here, which is going to be the cutting machine. And then I can, go ahead and add more. But cutting machine is next, so that's going to be right here. I'm cutting it. Exactly. Unlike before, this is going to be set up horizontal versus the vertical ones I have over there. What am I looking for schematics where I have them in my inventory? So each one needs a maintenance hatch and a muffler. Each one is also going to need 8 wireless energy hatches. I would love to have a UIV, but that's a little pricey as we see. It's still taking a while to craft this many stuff. There's a lot of bottlenecks here, I recognize that. I still can't craft data sticks, what the heck? A cutting machine is just funny. Okay, so cutting machine is absolutely part of the issue. Okay, so you're going to need a... do you even use fluids? Do you have a fluid output? Let me check recipes actually. I doubt it. It's just items, so you just need an output bus. Not that one. Choose the one that can actually craft. Right there. And then I think I just need 2 buffers worth. Two for now. I like how it's just a thing now, right? Every time I set up a machine, it's like I'm X or whatever. I'm X it. So in this case, yes, it's probably going to be I'm cutting it. Okay, and that's pretty much it. And then the copy of it is... I do copy mode. Mark copy like this. Mark paste. put that right there. And then I just need to, oops, sorry. The other one, U, will go on the other side. And every buffer gets replaced with the proxy instead. Like that. Okay. I'm going to start with 4 because 4 is already a huge improvement. And honestly, I'm not confident because I don't know if you remember when I was setting this up originally. I was messing up with the circuits or the patterns, and I'm pretty sure some of them are missing things. um, so probably best to just start from scratch, honestly. I think what I want to do is copy this twice, though. So mark copy from here to here. Mark paste. We'll go over here. Let's just set up 4 for now. And if I cry about it, I would just expand it later, right? Oh no, you're missing industrial cutting factories. Got you. Which is probably also going to take forever because this is taking forever. Never mind, that's already done. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have copied the data stick first. That's fine, it's only 4 machines anyways. And take a drink. Yes, I have that water chaser. We all know how bad I am at talking whenever I drink soda. And here I am drinking soda. Okay, what's the problem here? It's transcendent metal. That shouldn't take too long, honestly. It's only, that should finish in 1 batch, I think. Isn't there a better way to make titanium at this point? I'm pretty sure I can use the blast furnace at the, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I can just use the blast furnace now. Or the alloy blast melter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh, Godforge when? Technically, I should be able to craft it. Using it is another story, but I should be able to get at least continue here. Let's just work on this stuff here. That's a big recipe. So it says I can mine it manually in the Mehen belt. If anyone has been this far, does it matter? Can Mega Blast furnaces accept hydrogen coils? Yes, they can. That might be enough, actually. What if I just make 1,000,000 eternal coils and meet you do it that route? And so hydrogen coils, really the only thing they're gonna do is reduce the amount of power that this consumes, which I'm not concerned with it. Either way, we're going to be reaching the max parallels, and that's what matters. So this is capped. I can't really craft anymore. Maybe it'll reduce time. Actually, it's a weird calculation. Let me see. Maybe it reduces the time, but technically I'm still crafting 256 per batch. Reduces EU usage by 5%. Every 1800K over the recipe requirement grants a perfect overclock. So yeah, it's probably gonna increase the speed because of that. So I might as well. But let's do the math first before I go messing everything up again. 864 times 16, because I have 16 of these dudes, is 13,824. I would need that many, because coils are not wall shared for blast furnaces. 13,000. I don't have enough. Sorry. It's not a bad idea, though. Not a bad idea. And I'd rather just replace everything in one batch. But I for sure will have enough whenever I replace those up there. I was waiting for something and I don't know. Oh, wireless connectors. Not you. These guys. So I'm going to have one of you connect you. This is my output. Colored white just to match my, what's the word I'm looking for? Not template. Standards, sure. And then I need another wireless connector to connect to the buffers. I guess we'll put it right here. It can go anywhere, actually. Sorry. Like that, and then connect that to the main network. And what I need to do is make sure shift right click so that they accept from any side. And we'll go ahead and rename this to I'm cutting it. Y'all knew this was coming. Don't say that you didn't think it was. And then I don't like it that you're not connected to each other. That's fine. I'll deal with it right now. White dense cable. Right there. I'm only going to connect 4 for now. And data stick. So like that. Punch you. Connect you like that. Okay. And then mark copy. You and you. And there we go. Okay. Technically, this is ready to go, I think. I just need to put the recipes in there. So that's what I'm going to do. I do have this guy in here. And, let me actually research so I can put away this recipe. Because I don't want it to get lost. Because I think I did that last time. It caused kind of a mess where I put a recipe in the wrong space and it was not working correctly. Okay, you're going to take not forever, but a while. Put this in my backpack then. And then forget about it. Okay. So let's move the recipes over. Compressed chest. It's only these two, right? Yeah. I'm a little curious if there's anything in here that I have duplicates of, because it might be the case. Just in case, if I like shift like this and nothing goes in there, that means I don't have duplicates. Same thing here. If I shift right click and nothing goes in there, shift left click, then I don't have duplicates. And there we go. And that's honestly, I think that's all I need to do for this. I don't know why you don't build, and it kind of annoys me. Okay, there we go. And then, so let's say I want to craft like a. Oh, we're crafting things at least. So it's a little slow still, but we're still crafting, right? That's the purpose. So pico circuits, a little slow, yes. Quantum circuits are going to be 4 times as slow. So I'm probably going to have to mass produce this, but I'm kind of waiting on wireless hatches before I do that. Because otherwise it's going to be like a big wire spaghetti mess, and I don't like that. As I'm sure maybe a lot of us don't like that either. I built this in the wrong place. It's supposed to be moved like 1 block to the left. It's gonna bother me, so I have to do it. I don't think it's gonna let me if I like do this, if it overlaps. Yeah, it does not. So I'm gonna move you over here. And then, oh, I forgot to copy you as well. That's fine. And then mark cut again. And then mark paste. 1 block to the left. Yes, it's gonna bother me if I don't fix it. There we go. And then mark cut. Mark paste right there. No, come on. There we go. So I'm curious if that actually keeps a connection. I'm assuming it does, because my entire the server's gonna crash. So I'm assuming it is trying to move the cables over. Yeah, it does not like that. All right, I'll take a drink while this tries to think about it. Never mind, it just finished. Okay, yes. It's very important that I have this in the correct space, because it's going to bother me if I don't. That's really the only reason. Functionally, it's the exact same thing. And there we go. We have our cutting machine. So what's one of the things I need? PIC something like maybe pico power. I try to craft 8,000 of this stuff. You know what? Maybe because I moved, it's connected to the old place, which doesn't actually work. So I think I need to reconnect them. Yeah, that's what it was. Oh, these guys don't have a lot of parallels then. Oh, you're pretty slow. Can I tell this to increase parallels? No. Okay. That's okay. That just means I have to spam even more of them. It's still an improvement though. The old ones I'll rip apart off camera. Okay, let's see what else we need to improve. Yeah, this is going to take a while. So, tell you what. I think I should just commit to the increase right now because technically, how many amps is this? This is 16 energy hatches, 32 amps that it consumes. I do have a 64 amp dynamo hatch for each one, so I should be able to just duplicate it, and I'm going to do that right now. Mark copy. It has to be copy. We go from here all the way to over here. Yeah, sure. Planning, clear plans, plan manual. And I just need to have one of these things going. This shouldn't be too expensive. It might be, though, because of the lack of wires we have. But otherwise, I don't think it'll be too bad. I need so many of these wires. That's one of the things I don't like, or I wish they would update about the matter manipulator is it should be able to recognize, because you can just paint them with like a spray can and it will be fine, but it doesn't really know how to do that with matter manipulator. But it's weird because if you copy paste like using cable mode, then it does. It does follow through, I think. No, it doesn't. If you exchange, I think it does. I don't know. It'll be cool if it just recognizes like, oh, I just have to spray these colors or something. It's not that much of a problem either way. Nope, I made too many. Some of the dyes I don't have though, which can be a little annoying. It's already ready. Okay. And then go ahead and paste. I think you want this to be 2 above, right? To account for the wires on the top. Not there, but right here. I think that's where you want it. And then go ahead and also copy the top part. Mark copy from here all the way over here. And that goes right there. No wireless connector, how dare you? Yeah, you're a little slow. Oh, that's funny. There you go. Setup kit. So I think I just need to connect from all the way up there and just follow that sequence, right? So here's hoping I don't mess things up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then that one. Before I connect anything though, I just need to make sure I actually have the power going. So that'll be like this. Cables, Do I have enough infinity wire? Probably not. and then copy paste. So copy. I'm going to copy from here. Oops, mark copy. From here all the way to here. This is starting to look ridiculous at the number of ass lines I have. Oh man. Do I really need this much? Yes. Probably need way more. But for sure, I'm not going to add any more until I get the wireless hatches going. No. I want the wire. Thank you. Okay, I think everything's connected at this point. And the next step is to connect you. You're on binding mode, so I just have to connect those. As long as nothing conflicts with the other group, we should be fine. As in, if none of the controllers break, then we're okay. Okay. And then one of them over here. And there we go. Okay. So it should be ready actually. And there, okay, now you're crafting. Nice. Okay. How many pico circuits are you crafting? I don't know, but I like that you're actually processing everything. Okay, sweet. There we go. All right, so now we have doubled our pico circuit production, which is sounds like a lot, but it honestly isn't because these are slow. Oh, there's how much stuff is in here. Yeah, it's still trying to craft a decent amount, but still a pretty big improvement, right? Oh, burning, just add more of them. I will. Just I'm trying to make the wireless hatches first because I don't want to deal with wire spaghetti anymore. Data stick should be finished. Thank you. And where's that going to go? Good question. UMV tier, that means you go up here. And we have that. So how annoying is it for me to craft 32? Oh, technically I don't need that many. If I look at these guys, I can probably do away with the cheaper one actually. So if I look at Compact 5, yeah, it says 83,886 and 640 EU capacity per energy hatch. So that's really all I can give it. I think I did the math before, but I'm gonna do it again. 83,886, 080. divide by a UEV energy hatch. Can't see that number. I need to move my calculator. Which is divide by 8388608. So 10. Okay, so we really only need the 16 amp. This guy. Which is a lot cheaper, I think. Because I'm going to be making 32 of them per Compact 5. And I would love to have, like, a lot of them. We're actually crafting these a lot faster than ever. Because, man, I remember when it was... it would actually take me a couple days to make... Or not a couple days, but, like, basically the entire day to make the same amount of circuits. There was a time it was like that. That's going to take a little bit. Okay. So, I'm looking for this one. Yeah. That can go right over here. You do have allow insert same recipe, right? So I'm cool with that, yeah. I just need to research for it first before it starts complaining again. It's basically done. Thank you. Okay. So if I were to craft 32 of these, so this was one of the recipes that didn't make the cut. Pun intended. No, pun not intended. Yeah, so for example, some of the recipes didn't make all of the cutting machines. Or maybe that specific one, I just didn't put it anywhere else. So I have to actually add the recipe. And we just do it like that. So we put it at, I'm cutting it. There we go. Triple Sherabon plate. Circuit 3. Right there. How expensive is this? Honestly, it doesn't seem too bad, but Transcendent Metal is a little funny though. So this is still going to be a little slow. So I'm not going to craft it right now. I just want to be able to craft it. Oh, another thing we can do actually is get going on our QFT. That's for sure something that I crafted enough of. Just watch me say that and then it ends up not being true. I did make too many of these shielding cores. I forgot to pick them up also for the quest. I only needed 142 and I made way too many. Probably because I wanted to match these guys, which I did not need to. Give me another achievement. Yes, thank you. There we go. Now it is a tier 3 QFT. We're moving up in the world. Yo. And there's so many recipes we can do. What exactly which ones? I have no idea. Let me check it out. So I know I can do the growth catalyst medium. I can do all of this stuff. Netherite, we're already doing that. Prismarine stuff, I honestly should look at that. Unknown particles would be great to have as well. That's an Aquadol line. That's the one we're most interested in, the growth catalyst. And then at that point, it's we need tier 4 for everything else. So we're still not 100% there, but we're getting close. There was something that we needed for the black body. I don't remember, but we can craft this now. No, Stargate crystal dust. No, not that. It was something else. Space-time continuum ripper. Technically, we can actually do this if I just make UMV parts. So, actually not 100%. We're not totally far away from that. Okay, that's fine. Let's complete some quests here. Set up recipes. So, we need to set up recipes for electric motors and all the other fun stuff. I think I just need to research everything, right? So all of the UAV components, I need to pick up like one of everything. It's going to be a little expensive. I have conveyors, electric motors, pumps, emitters. Which ones do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of them. So I'm missing arms, sensors, and pistons. How long is that going to take? It might be a little bit. Oh, you know what? It's actually crafting us the peak of the quantum circuits. Not this one. It's over here. Are you not crafting or what? Did I not put the data stick for it? What tier of power do you need? You should be able to craft. You may not have the right circuit for it. I don't remember actually. Did I put the circuit in there? For the data? No, I didn't. Okay. Well. Cancel you. I just need to study this. Pretty quick. There we go. So now that that's there, that should have started all of these guys. Yes. 500 seconds per. So I have 40. Yeah, I have 40 ass lines. So 40 every 500 seconds. Yeah, I'm not going to do the math right. This is pretty slow. Okay, anyways, I need to make the piston's crafting right now. I need to make a sensor. This is probably going to be expensive though because we are using component ass line. So it's going to try to craft a stack at a time. And yeah, that's pretty pricey, so I'm not going to do that right now. Right now we're really just tackling some of the smaller things until we start requesting big stuff. Okay, what else can we do? The recipe itself, it's just hypogen. Isn't there a better hypogen recipe we can use? Yes. About twice as fast if we just give it a different catalyst in that one, so let's do that. So that one is going to be with the exotic catalyst over here. And I'm going to have to give it another one of those hypervisors. Which, you know what? I think I'm just going to take it from here and then put the recipe over here. I'm just going to steal this. Thank you. Oops. Did not mean to do that. I meant to open the toolbox. So this is the one with exotic, right? You can put that there. The space-time recipe can go over here. Right there. And then the hypogen recipe, I just need to adjust it. Once we get stellar, that's when we get the good stuff, but no, I can't do that yet. So take out exotic and then that's pretty much all I need, right? We'll do like that. And then take off the hypogen recipe from over here. So if I wanted to craft a little bit of hypogen, what's going to happen? This one's probably crafting so much other stuff already. Oh, it's crafting though. 5.8. That's the number we're looking at. It is, right? Yeah. Okay, sweet. Improved it by just a little bit. Let me double check if I have the exotic catalyst on level maintain. I'm pretty sure I do from a while back. It must be down here even. Exotic, yes. Can I even craft it? Did I fix the recipe? Yeah, we're fine. Okay. Cancel you because I broke the recipe, right? Restart that. Infinity is also something that can probably get improved using Eternal. So I think this recipe, right? Basically, all the things that I'm crafting can absolutely get improved using the Eternal recipe. So it's like this. No exotic, just do that. And you also need circuit 3, right? Molten Infinity, take that out. Goodbye, and you're going to be put into here. There we go. Okay. And now I can play interactions. My PC broke during load up with blue screen. Oh. I remember that back at work, all our computers were updated to Windows 11 like very early on, and so many people did not like that. And I remember that very often towards the end of my time there, I would get constant blue screens. For whatever reason, every time I showed up to work and I booted up my computer, it'll start booting up and then I get a blue screen. It only happened whenever I loaded it up. It's probably a Windows 11 thing. Or just Windows in general, I don't know. But it made it a little frustrating to work sometimes. You know, I would go into the start my day feeling generally optimistic, and then that happens. Okay, we're crafting things a little quicker now because we have the eternal recipes. That's an improvement. There's a bunch of other things in here that I should probably adjust, but I'd rather not deal with that. Tesseracts. I don't know how I'm going to deal with this recipe, and I don't think I'm going to worry about it. Like, can you get transcendent metal like without tesseracts? It doesn't look like it, unless you have some kind of recursive craft. But I'm not going to do that. Okay, was I waiting for something? I don't remember. Okay, let's continue on. So quantum circuits, actually, that might be finished by now, right? Are you still crafting? How long are you going to take? It's almost done. 50 circuits and we get 50 seconds and we get a batch of 40 circuits, right? It's not too bad. So I'm probably going to want to craft these like off camera, a whole ton of them. Tell you what, let's set up the recipes for singularity crafting. I would like to have just one of them at least, so that whenever I craft or whenever I want to make a ton of stuff, I can add a dummy recipe and then throw them in there, right? That's what I'm thinking. So if I were to craft one of these, what do I need? Spruce planks, of course you do. That's a passive thing though. It's just a buffer issue. So I think I can just use a forge hammer because I have these chaos shards. Yeah. I think just one for now is maybe all I need. But the thing is, I don't know if I'm going to be able to craft it. Because our draconic fusion setup is a little cringe. I haven't updated it. Like I said, I was going to update it. So I think we'll hold that off into another episode. There's probably going to be an episode of a bunch of magic because there's still some magic things we need to do. For example, getting, like if I'm going to upgrade the fusion crafting setup, I need to get more Botania things, stuff like that. So I'll hold off until we do that. Okay, I think for now it's probably a good time to wrap up a little earlier. I suddenly got super sleepy. I don't know what hit me. I think I'm getting used to an earlier sleep schedule, which is a very good thing for me. So what I'm gonna do? What should I craft overnight? Excuse me. Move out of the way. I'm trying to get out of here. Trying to get on top of the black hole compressor. I need to finish off the rest of this. So eternal coils. How much did I need again? I know Vin said so earlier. 7388. So maybe if I just make 7,000. I highly doubt it'll finish by the time next episode kicks in. I said 7,000, right? Oh, please. Methane. You know what? For methane, I'm just going to make like 1 billion so you stop complaining. Yeah, stop complaining about no methane. Let's make 7,000. Hello, YouTube watchers. Please let me just craft it. Just spam enter until it accepts it. Yes, thank you. I highly doubt this is going to finish, but there's a chance because we're crafting space-time faster. Space-time is our main bottleneck for eternal coil crafting. But I'm pretty confident. Not confident, but I'm just curious if it's how much of an improvement this is going to be. It's still going to be very slow, but hopefully we'll see. That's really the only thing I'm going to worry about crafting. If it does finish tomorrow there won't be an episode. I actually have family coming over, or I'm going to visit family. So no episode tomorrow. And Sunday I usually don't stream anyway, so we'll go ahead and say Monday's the next time. So that does give this recipe a lot of time to craft. Other things I need to work on is wireless energy hatches. I need like a ton of them so I can start upgrading all of my slow machines with them. And get to researching the UMV components. Yeah. I feel like we can snowball once we get this. And also, you know what? We might as well finish the circuit quest over here. Yeah. We're actually close to Godforge. Or no, Eye of Harmony and Godforge. But maybe I should take a look at Godforge first. Because there's no way I'm going to do Eye of Harmony before Godforge. Oh, we even have access to this. There's so many good stuff we can have with Shirabon, right? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. So we'll do some studying off camera as well to figure it out. But I'm thinking the next major goal. So this is all what I consider minor goals. It's just upgrades. But the next major goal is Godforge. We have to take a look at this. Be very interesting, actually. Can I not make 6-phased yet? DTPF, okay. Yeah, well, I'll have to study about this, see what we need for Godforge. But yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap it up here for today. Slightly shorter than usual. I just got super sleepy, but it was really just playing catch up with things that I've crafted over the last couple of days. And now things are going to craft the next couple of days, but I'll come back on Monday, most likely. And I appreciate everybody's time and support as always. For now, have a good night. Take care and bye-bye. Thank you.